College radio is the essence of free speech.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's about to be a bumpy ride.
It should be fought for, shared with, and supported by the very community it represents.
I missed probably everything you said.
It's raw, unfiltered, and now we are global.
Siempre seré parte de la nación de Mavericks y estoy encantada.
Welcome to Mav Radio On Demand.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Real Zebos on mavradio.fm. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard the musical stylings. That hit the soul right there. That was the Real Zebos. We're interviewing them live here on mavradio.fm. What's up, guys?
How's it going? Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
That was Nothing at All. And do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Connor. I sing and play keys.
I'm Connor. Whoa! Why did I say that? I'm Jordan. I sing and play guitar.
He's imploding right now.
I'm not used to this.
I'm Les. I play drums and the chair now.
Not timbering.
I'm George, I play bass.
I'm Jake, and I play guitar.
Awesome. It's great to have you guys in studio. We're really excited for this interview. So I guess for the first question, we just want to ask, so a couple years back, it was just two of you that started off. So could you tell us who are the Real Zebos now?
All of us. Jordan and I were just the Zebos for a while, and we played here. Our first,
We were the Zebos
Our
when we
first-
played here.
like, real performance. We had written songs, but we had never performed any of them before then. And then we, of course, wanted a full band to help flesh everything out. And then we got these fellas.
These Looney Tunes.
The Looney Tunes. So apparently, you guys were searching, and you guys searched on Craigslist.
All five of us met on Craigslist.
That's awesome.
Which is a little bizarre, but it's true. It took a lot of luck, but a lot of sheer will.
Was it like awkward when you guys first met? Like, hey, I want to make a band.
Probably.
No?
We're all on the same page.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, when these guys came in, it was already established that we're going to play these songs. We're gonna like just jam in the basement and see
Okay.
if these guys can play these songs. But when Jordan and I met, there was no band.
There were no
It
songs.
was just kind of like,
Hey.
"Oh, what kind of music do you like?"
Oh, I like that song too.
Yeah.
So I guess what was like the first song you guys bonded over?
Like song that we wrote or another song.
Or another song.
I don't know. There's a slew of bands.
Like
that-
when I posted my first Craigslist ad, I
Mhm.
listed a bunch of bands that I like, and Jordan had a lot in common with that. I think he was surprised to see like Tally Hall or
a lot more niche.
any band,
indie
well,
rock
some
bands.
bands that maybe didn't get as popular, but that he also liked, and I think that's probably what initially caught his eye.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what would you guys say is your genre of music? Like, what if you had to?
I want to hear this from Les. I want Les. If you had to describe it in 30 words.
Mid-tempo. No.
That's
Next.
Just anything
yeah, don't take it
mid-tempo.
from me. Indie rock. Indie rock.
Indie rock, indie pop. But we do try to make every song, we try to write every song to sound differently. So if you listen to the album that we're putting out next week, there's the promotion, there's the plug.
Nice.
Strictly Platonic, our album coming out next week. Every song in there is different.
So speaking of like what is with that name? Strictly Platonic.
Can you guess?
Can you get
Okay, I'm starting to get a picture now.
It's a nod to our Craigslist roots.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Right.
Because I think it probably might not exist anymore, but
Yeah,
you
one
know
of
the
them-
personal listings on Craigslist where you could like try to find other people. A lot of them are taken down now because
Yep.
illicit activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, strictly platonic is supposed to mean just
None of
friendship.
that.
Just
Yes.
Most
friendship.
people will go out there
Nothing
and
more.
be like
Yeah.
looking for more. I don't
Yeah.
know what I can say.
We keep it
I think
we try to
all
keep it
know.
PG on here,
Yeah.
but you know.
Like very specific.
Well, do you guys want to play another song for us?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, let's
Okay.
get it going.
Whenever you're ready.
It's not you.
It's not you, it's me.
Okay.
It's not you, me, it's me, you.
Sounds
Can I sing less?
Okay.
Are you in there? Yeah, is anybody home? Are you still there? Can I come in
Are you decent and alone? See, I'm standing in the frame to show you that I make a change. Maybe it's just too late. 'Cause you know that I don't care what you think you're gonna wear. 'Cause it's not you, it's me. I don't care what you like. You're the captain of your mind. 'Cause it's not you, it's me. No, it's not you, it's me. Solo! Actually, no, now that I think about it, it's unfair to try to blame it all on you. Were like a concentrated evil, but then the walls took the life out of every. And you know, as the story goes, when a parasite severed from its host, the hostess finally free, and the parasite dies. It's a metaphor for you and me. I hope you die, 'cause you know that I don't care what you think you're gonna wear. 'Cause it's not me, it's you, my dear. The conversation could you hold? There's a beating heart so cold that it's not me, it's you. No, it's not me, it's you. And if you like to say a word to the crowd, yes, if you have a side to tell, do it now, 'cause the people will leave. All going home, up on the stage, and you're all alone. Down to the sound of the crash and the bang of the drums, the guitars. It's not you, it's me. Wait, that's wrong. It's not me, it's you. Everybody now. It's not me, it's you. Everybody, George, Les. It's not me, it's you.
Nice.
Thank
That
you
was
guys.
awesome.
That was
And
beautiful.
that one was It's Not Me, It's You, right? Bye.
Correct.
It's not me, you, it's you, me.
It's not me.
Wait.
Parentheses.
It's not you. It's not you. It's not you, me, it's me, you.
You were
Okay.
the letter or you the spelled out
You,
one?
Y-O-U.
Okay. So, how long have you guys been working together?
Jordan and I met in like late 2014. For the first time, but we didn't really hang out until 2015. And we released our first songs together 2016. It's been a while. It was very slow for a while,
Mhm.
and we weren't playing shows.
Nothing happened until we found these
Or we
guys.
weren't really a band per se.
Yeah,
We were just dudes that had songs.
So once we took to Craigslist, it took us about 2 years to find our friend Les here. He's a very talented drummer. Les, what's your side of the story?
Well, when I first moved here, I didn't know who I was gonna play with, so I just reached out on Craigslist, and I was telling Jordan yesterday, I'm like, why are you guys still playing with me?
Very good question.
So, like, you started out, like, you came to Omaha or whatever wanting to be in a band?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've always played music, and it's been a while since I've like actually been in a band before. It's
Alright.
like a couple years since I've like played.
Do you
shows
come from
and
Sioux
stuff.
City or Lincoln?
I came from Lincoln.
So did Jake Strange.
Mhm.
They didn't even know each other at the time.
Stars
They probably
Line.
passed on the street.
I didn't even know that.
We actually went to an EO show, like.
And Jake said,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You
I
guys
knew there was a
probably
presence
both ate at
there,
honest
like,
age
something.
the same day. And
It's entirely
no idea.
possible.
Yeah. So, what makes this debut different than past ones? Because I know you guys have tried to release music before, but what makes this one different?
This one is recorded in a professional studio with professional equipment and not my dorm room. So it sounds infinitely better, more professional, virtually perfect, but
So to tie it back to UNO, everything we released before this were demos that we made in the dorms here, trying to be quiet. Or we did over spring break, the first one, because people would be gone.
we got a noise complaint.
And
It was like, I don't know what the rules are on noise complaints. I thought it had to be like after 10. Do you guys know?
It was the middle of the day.
It was like 6 p.m. during spring break. We got a noise.
Well, I mean, at the same time, people study. Well,
Some
So
people
over spring
study,
break?
some
During-
of us record.
I mean, some people take classes over.
Some of us rock and roll.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. Okay.
Interrupt someone's yoga routine,
yeah.
meditation session.
So those demos, while they kind of got the idea out there of what our songs sound like, they weren't recorded that well. And to some people, they might hear that and think, "Oh, this band is, they're not real."
This band is bad because they sound bad.
Yeah.
But like while the songs were good, the production was pretty.
Yeah. So the album will have 8 tracks, I think, that we've previously released demos of, and 4 totally unreleased songs.
So you guys started out using GarageBand, right? So what do you guys use now to make music?
Logic, which is just like a more
Sophisticated.
sophisticated GarageBand, but still maybe not the most sophisticated.
So that's just for our composition, like when we're writing and recording ourselves. But like, you know, we might not ever release anything ourselves again without recording in a real studio. So I got a $250 microphone that we record on, and that's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
So in the studio, I use Pro Tools. But I don't know nothing about that.
Les, he's a music
Let's
engineer.
talk
He
about
can tell
Pro
you about
Tools.
that.
Just kidding, we don't need to go.
Where do I begin?
What does a typical writing process look like for you guys?
Less.
That's writes all the songs.
I wrote Zoetrope.
I mean, I think Jordan and I we are both the songwriters, and we usually work differently. Like, I will write one half of a song and then not finish it for years. And Jordan's always like, "Come on and finish some of my songs," and I'm like, "I can't finish my own song."
We'll finish each other's songs.
But we do have a lot. Like, between the two of us, we have many unreleased that could certainly be recorded.
So I guess, like, how many of all of them, how many have you wrote together?
On this album, there's a handful that started with one of us as an idea, and then maybe Jordan wrote a verse on a song that I wrote, or I wrote a verse on his, or we write a few different riffs here and there. Generally, it starts with one of us, and then sometimes work together.
Gotcha.
I would prefer that we work together.
Jordan
because
wants
when we
us-
do, magic happens. But Connor's
It'll
like,
happen.
yeah, maybe.
So where do you guys draw your inspiration from usually? Like, is it just like from life, or like maybe you had a dream or something? What is it usually?
I've written one song in a dream. I woke up with it stuck in my head, and I wrote it.
Yeah.
I played it out. So that was fun.
I don't know about from a dream specifically, but very frequently I'll just be like lying in bed and then think of something, and I'll have to like record it into my phone mic really quietly because it's the middle of the night. But it comes from anywhere. Like, I think most of my songs start from one tiny piece, whether that's one lyric that I like a lot, or one chord progression, or one beat, and then it expands from there.
See, I think you guys are lucky. Like, whenever I have dreams, I wake up, can't remember anything. So but on to the next question.
Can I tell you something about the song I woke up?
Yeah.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So,
you know. Okay.
my chemistry teacher from high school was trying to kill me. And that was the song playing over the radio.
Oh,
and
man.
I woke up and recorded it.
So are one of those is that song in your debut album, or is it already released?
It's not on the album coming out next week. We put out a demo for it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I would like to re-record it in the future because it's a banger.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys want to play another song for us?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
King's Speech. We're doing Oh Oh Oh.
All right.
myself, but I gave up about an hour ago. I said, hey, hey, what's left to say? 'Cause I know you, me, he, she, we will all just fade away. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I don't have a calendar. My hourglass is on its side. Last night I tried to send him on, but I slept right through. Yeah, at least I tried. Said, hey, hey, hey. What's left to say? 'Cause I know you, me, he, she, we will all dissipate someday. But don't take it from me. No, I don't know anything at all. Stuck here just like you. But don't take it from me. I don't know much of anything at all. Stuck here just like you. Do only things that you do. Die, we'll wake up in another life where every altercation is another implication of another variation. But I don't seem to understand that logic, 'cause I know that man does not deserve that kind of power. Just like and I gave up about it, and I gave up about it, and I gave up, and I gave up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo!
Get her done, guys. All right.
Get her done.
So, what is the best part about doing this? About being with your bros, making music?
You just answered your own question.
You get to be with your bros. All right.
Not money.
Sleeping on an air mattress in someone else's living
Yeah,
room.
in Iowa
Next
City.
to everyone
We're
else.
doing that. We're doing that tonight.
Yeah, I love playing shows, obviously, and we get to play out of town. We schedule some out of town shows on the weekends, and even if not a lot of people come, those are usually fun because we just get to get our name out there and be on the road.
Meet some other bands.
Like
Eat
real
good
musicians.
food.
markets.
Yeah.
We always eat out.
Life
Yeah,
on the road.
for sure. I think what's also really cool is that, like, as people, I'd say that we get along pretty well as a band. A lot of bands.
You see a lot of bands that
It's more business
yeah, they're
than
not
leisure.
friends.
They don't really hang out outside of the music and playing shows, but we can say honestly.
So, how do you like maintain that? How do you?
By all being cool.
Yeah. How do you keep it not? How do you keep it pleasure, not business?
Well, there is business sometimes.
We don't make
like
any money,
just-
so that's good.
Yeah.
There's no
arguing
financial
with
complications.
As soon as a lot of money comes into play, we'll see. I think Les might try to screw us over.
I'm pretty shy.
Les copyrighted all of our songs without permission.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys are gonna super catch fire when on the 28th, when that album comes out. You guys are, where are you guys at? On the
Waiting
28th?
room.
Waiting room.
Yeah.
The waiting room. That's it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, we're very excited for that. That'll
We
be
have a
the
lot
first
of-
time playing there.
We have a lot of stunts planned. A lot of goofiness and fun stuff planned.
Theatrics, pulling out
George is
stuff,
gonna be
one-off
on a
stuff.
wire,
on fire.
dropping
George
down.
will be wearing stilts.
While juggling.
That is not true. Do not expect that. Sorry, guys.
It's gonna be a circus, apparently. So what's the most difficult part, would you say, about working in a band?
So, up to this point, we've just been playing shows in Omaha, but the last 3-4 months, we've been playing a lot of out-of-town shows, and I cannot tell you how difficult it is to like effectively book out-of-state shows because they don't know you, no one in the town knows you. So the only thing you can pray for is that you find bands that are like doing well there to agree to play a show with you, and that's not always the easiest thing. Otherwise, venues won't give you time of day. But on
Yeah.
top of that,
I would also say, like, with this album, it's easy to get bogged down in like the business side of things. Like, we have to order CDs and merch, and we have to upload our music to the site to get it out there, and like all of the behind the scenes things that aren't writing and playing music.
There's a lot to it. Like
It's
we're
very time
an
consuming.
LLC out
Yeah,
of
we're
Delaware.
business owners, so yeah,
Awesome.
gotta do accounting. No one talks about that.
Spreadsheets and stuff.
Spreadsheets.
Yeah, they don't talk about that.
Very
They don't
unrock
do that
and
in their biographies.
And do you guys have a favorite song of yours? Like, does each of you have like your own favorite song that you've written, or do you all collectively have like a
Jake,
favorite
answer
song?
first.
What's your favorite song?
I like them all for different reasons.
Oh
But
my God, diplomatic answer.
If I had to pick
Cop out, we
one,
can't do that.
I would pick Black Kettle.
Black Kettle, alright.
Do you want to play it for us?
Hey guys.
Can we play that one?
I don't know.
It might be a little hard
It's
to
very
play.
synth
got
heavy,
a
so it
ton
may
of
not
keys and
translate
synths
all
in it.
that well
Yeah.
to
Okay.
acoustic
Agree with
performance,
that.
but
But
we'll be
live-
playing it at our album release show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna destroy.
Exciting.
George, what's your favorite song?
God. Probably, I like Get Around. It's the last song on the album.
That'll
Well-
be a brand new one that we have not released. Les, I think I know what Les's favorite song is.
Rockstar Skinny.
Wow, I was expecting.
Or I'm not a good person.
I was expecting Zoetrope.
Oh, well, that's because I wrote that.
You're humble. I'm not a good person is not on the album, so we prefer if you kept to the album on your favorite.
All right. Well, you guys want to play another song for us?
Absolutely. What are we gonna do? If you can't tell, we didn't plan. That's all. We're just like,
Oh, no.
I don't know. What do you want to play?
It's all good. That's the magic of radio.
Should we do Rockstar Skinny?
Let's try Rockstar Skinny.
Since Les just mentioned it.
This one's for Les Ron.
Are we gonna do the intro?
No, just
Okay.
maybe just start with your bass.
Yeah.
Let me preface this by saying that I don't know what I'm saying. It's not like we're close to breaking down the cages and the chains and all of them is for music, but the least that I can do is shut my mouth and be the dude that can. And like he's been through it, I ain't even supposed to tell him life can be so overwhelming. You might be close to hell if you ain't nice to most of the fellas and the people in your life that you forget to think of praise for being the best about it. But I'm trying to find my ways. Now I'm spending most of my days run through all those my name. Do you know it? Do you know it? Do you know it? It's brand, not over. Better write that down, but like that time before that scene, East Coast, West Coast, we're in between Middle America. I won't be compared to you. I won't be rolled in with the how you do. Looking at the figures every 2 or 3 minutes on the highway. I'm coming, we'll ride up to the stoplight. And I'm sticking out my lungs. I don't know what, not left, not right. Go straight down, dodge, don't wait, don't pause, don't fake applause. I don't even want it if you're not in awe. I don't want it if you're not in
Just a
awe.
faster tempo.
C'est la vie, bon voyage. La di da di da da da. Laying up in empty cars. Driving till I find myself lost. Maybe I'll get rockstar skinny. Play pretend in all my videos. Half the skill or twice as witty. I know something you don't know. Cause I'm waiting on the payment and the prayer just to make it in a place where they can say it out loud. It goes, c'est la vie, bon voyage. La di da di da. Yo, what's up?
Can I say something that's been on my mind? Yo,
Dude, what?
if I'm losing sleep, I'm losing daylight. Don't care what I have to say now. So I get front of the base now. Everybody just wants to know. Everybody just wants to know how someone like me is always rapping his way to the game and break me. Someone like me could slip the litter. How?
C'est la vie, bon voyage. La di da di da da da. Paying up in the car.
Lord, I love that ending.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Great.
Little left turn.
That's the first time we played that acoustically.
What was the name of it?
Rockstar Skinny.
Rockstar
We
Skinny.
actually released that song yesterday as a single,
Yeah.
so
That's right.
it's available
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yes.
That outro you just mentioned,
Mhm.
actually, I wrote that at the Maverick Village Clubhouse at like 2 a.m. So I had my electric guitar and amp in there at 2 a.m. It was completely empty and dead outside. You know, it was like the middle of the school week, and all I remember is that like at one point it was like 3:30 in the morning, and like a security guard like came up and looked at me through the window like this. Like, what is going on?
That's awesome.
It's like, should I do something about? No, he's just making music.
He's like, it's not
I'll leave him
illegal.
alone.
But it's weird.
It's weird.
So I watched your guys' video for the song Luck, and I thought it was really interesting. It was a parody of Shark Tank, obviously. So how did you guys come up with that idea?
I came up
Oh,
with it.
George.
We were just like drinking beers after practice on the couch,
Drinking sodas.
drinking soft drinks,
Seltzer. Seltzer water, yeah.
and just brainstorming ideas. I just said Shark Tank.
We
And
knew
that
that,
was-
I didn't think it was gonna say.
and then we were all
And
like,
that was
whoa.
That's the extent of it.
that was my input. They're like, now you got to come up with ideas. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I don't. I came up with it.
We
It was
knew
the whole
that
thing.
Luck was going to be the song, that was going to be the lead single, but as a band, we want to have concepts behind our music videos rather than it just being us playing our instruments in front of a camera. So, yeah, we put our heads together, and then
We wanted it to be a
George
bank robbery too.
came in with the golden goose egg.
We're hanging on to that.
We had no money to do that.
So you guys like all came together and was like, we're gonna put a bunch of different random items and try to get people to buy them during the music video.
The brainstorming process was tough because we were like, okay, what bad Shark Tank pitches could we come up with?
What hasn't been done?
Yeah, what hasn't been done, like for real, and then try to make it funny.
I love the ending, by the way.
That was a good one.
Is that like a toothbrush on a stick?
Yeah.
Sure is.
All right.
It's the
Our hope
money
is
maker.
We hope that Les can play a janitor in every music video. I don't want to spoil anything, but we're gonna have a new one coming out in a few weeks, and Les is also a janitor.
Typecast.
Awesome.
And also, where we filmed Luck, that's probably
Mammal
worth
Hall.
mentioning.
Filmed
Yeah.
at Mammal Hall.
Strong UNO.
We just
ties.
barged in
We
there.
did not ask for
We did
permission.
not ask for permission.
It's done.
It was finals week, which there was a few people around studying, and there was a security guy that walked up, and it's kind of the same thing.
He's
with
like,
the clubhouse.
not my problem.
Well, we had name tags.
Yeah, we also
so
had lanyards on, so it looked
I thought we
very
did have
official.
permission.
We know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, they were just that's imaginary fairy tale.
So who were
Clipboards.
who were the judges?
Two of them were the parents of the guy who was filming with us, Ben the Tukewitz. He went to UNO too, so shout out to him. One of them was Jake's dad, and one of them was a coworker of mine who agreed to do it.
Nice.
Yeah. We wanted to have a shot of Jake and his dad getting into a heated argument, but
We forgot, like him, like really, like screaming at each other, maybe like grabbing by the collar. We missed out. That would've been great.
Yeah. Next time.
We'll write it in somewhere. You and your dad fighting.
So what is up with the pink tape? What is the story behind that?
There, yeah.
There is.
Less. There is a story. Well, the album is
It's
strictly
actually-
platonic, as you know.
It's paying homage to when we worked at a cardboard box factory.
Yeah, so the album's called Strictly Platonic, and we just wanted to have some imagery that was kind of implying that we are. I'm blanking. I had a whole.
He had a whole
I had
sheet typed up.
concept behind it, but yeah, I just
Then you
wanted.
just woke up and forgot
Yeah.
it all.
Well, that's cool. It's still cool. So do you guys want to play?
It's just kind of, supposed to kind of have a look to us, an aesthetic.
It
Yeah.
carries over to our live performances.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, it's unique. So you guys definitely have that going, and it's actually pretty cool.
Thanks.
So do you guys want to play another one?
Yeah.
do Nectarine?
Yeah.
I think that would work.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
This is a song called Nectarine. It is not on the new album. We're not very good at promoting. Let me get this.
Oh yeah.
My sweet, my nectarine. When you're next to me, life's not so bad. I'm not the sweetest of boys. I leave a sour taste in your mouth. I'm not your season of choice. I'll make you wish you would just won't tell. I'm the ice under your fridge. I'm the kid inside a kid. But I know that I can grow. Yeah, if you don't go, my sweet, my nectarine. When you're next to me, well, that's not so bad. My sweet, my tangerine. When you're next to me, that's not so bad. Yeah. It's pretty hard to make it big, but that's alright. A little pond is a big fish. At least I got my size and people I love to hold the time when I'm crying and I'm bitter and alone. Don't you see that I've been looking out for someone just like you, my sweet, my nectarine. When you're next to me, that's not so bad. A little boy stuck in a trick. Will he ever learn that idle love will never stick? Don't wait your turn for the things that you want to come together while you're sighing out so bitter and alone. Don't you see that I've been looking out for someone just like you, like you, like you. Don't you see my sweet, my Tetris piece? When you're next to me, well, that's not so bad. My sweet, my nectarine. When you're next to me, yeah, you'll surely see that we can be. And I'm not so bad. No, I'm not so bad.
Nectarine, beautiful. All right, so
Thank you.
It's a good fruit.
I don't know. I don't even know if I've had a nectarine.
I don't think I had one either.
Is there a difference between a nectarine and a mandarin orange?
No, I think they're like this a peach more.
Oh, I don't
Are
know.
they?
Peaches.
I thought they were
I
mandarin
need to
oranges.
change the name of the song.
Has anyone here had a nectarine?
I'm
Yeah.
sure
Anyone?
I have.
Underrated fruit.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you say underrated?
Underrated.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
It's
Phenomenal.
on Jake's
Yeah.
underrated fruit list.
To the top 5.
Plums, I think plums don't get no love. But
Really?
anyway.
All right, so do you guys find it difficult to flourish in Omaha? Do you want to go somewhere else? Maybe.
That's a good question.
I don't think so because while it is a city that has a lot of opportunities to play and a pretty active scene, it's not too big. Like I feel like if we were in New York or LA, it would be
We would all have to be in
much
one
harder.
apartment.
Yeah.
It would be like 4 times the rent.
We
Well,
don't-
not even
yeah.
that, but like we would just be there's
We have no friends there.
in bigger cities like New York, Austin, Los Angeles, you just have a saturation of all these bands. So,
Yeah.
but in Omaha, we could maybe kind of shine a little bit.
It's easier to stand out in a smaller market, so I don't have any desire to move to LA until
Alright.
until we're signed to
Until
a label and they
until
pay
we're
for
on
it.
Fueled by Rum and they give us
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
So, what kind of you guys like write music? Like, it reminds me of Fall Out Boy and Arctic Monkeys, of course. What makes you guys unique?
Well, I think as Jordan mentioned earlier, is that we try to make an effort to have every song be a little bit of a different style and some people maybe see that as a lack of vision or cohesion, but that's just what we like to do, and I would get burnt out on writing the same type of song every time.
So it's kind of like 21 Pilots.
Wow.
Sorry. Yes? Okay.
Praise.
Yeah. And I think the thing that Jordan and I both do is that we'll hear a song or multiple songs that we like and just think, I want to write a song like that song, but not that specific artist necessarily. Whereas other bands maybe
They
are
pick a
inspired
sound.
by a few artists and like we're just gonna sound like them always.
Yeah, I don't think we should be limited to sounding like anything. So on
As-
this
as
album,
cliche as
you'll
that
hear that like a quite a large array of different styles and sounds. Like one song will be garage rock, another will be like synth pop, kind of like Foster the People or Glass Animals, and another one will be something completely different. But like the songs that we're writing now and songs that we're prepared for the future are like even more changes and even more stuff we've never done before. So I'm excited for that too.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that with your guys' music that every song is different, and I like that, like, because a lot of artists nowadays, it's like they pick one thing and it's the same thing over and over again, and it just you get tired of listening to it, so it's really awesome.
Yeah.
But
And it makes people less likely to say that we sold out at some point. It's like, well,
We could point to this and be like, we sold out before, long time ago.
We're trying to sell out on album.
Please buy.
Buy it.
So do you guys want to play another song for us? You ready for another one?
Yeah.
Do you want to try Charlotte Russe? Or is that going to be too much?
We
Too much
do it.
piano.
Yeah, we have a song called Charlotte Russe.
That's right.
It has nothing to do with the store.
Connor's never even been to
I've
Charlotte
been in
Russe.
Charlotte Russe once.
Oh, I thought it was going to be kind of like a nectarine
Maybe
situation.
twice.
Like,
I
I've never
have
been there.
been there.
Okay.
I'm not a phony.
Sorry, guys.
Les?
What is that?
I don't even know. How does the
Let's just
song
start.
She buys candy at the liquor store.
Red wine.
Best drinks any old. Red wine. I can't drink it though. The antioxidants are oxytocin on the stomach acid, and I think that is making me sick. When she gets sick, she takes 5 Tylenol. That's 3 more than the recommended dose for a normal adult, but she's no normal adult. She's a many kind, breaks your mind, takes you for a ride. I forgot my mother's maiden name, but I can't forget about you. Lost my wallet in the parking lot, but I never lost your shoes that you left here by mistake. By now I'm sure that you bought new ones. That's what you like to shop at the mall. Charlotte Russe.
First try.
Hell no! The infrastructure of that place cannot support 2 people hiding away of a normal adult. But she's a normal adult. She's a mankind. Breaks your mind, takes you for a ride. I forgot my third grade teacher's name, but I can't forget about you. Lost my wallet in the parking lot, but I never lost your shoes that you left here by mistake. By now I'm sure that you
what's another one from the album that we could?
I mean, since we're not playing any of the studio tracks, we could play any of the singles. Luck.
We do.
Could do Zoetro.
First, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We dive in.
We do actually about your guys' bios on your website because
It's
they're really
interrogation
funny.
time.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right, Connor.
Yeah.
Your favorite Shaq album? Shaq Fu?
Okay, I have to come clean. I've never listened to any Shaq song ever.
Okay.
You could still have a favorite.
But yeah, Shaq Fu for sure. It's legendary. He paved the way.
for Shaq Food too.
And your belly button, it's an any as they say.
It is. I'm not
Whip it out.
I'm not gonna share.
All right. Also, shoe size 12 and 12 and a half, depending on the brand.
That's true. I'm wearing 12s right now, and they're a little tight.
No.
I gotta be honest.
See,
I
I'm
could
the
tell
same.
you're squirming a little over there.
But I have other 12s that are fine.
Yeah, like Pumas.
Pink. Sure.
Yeah. Pumas are 12 and a half, definitely.
Insert shoe brand here.
Jordan.
Yeah.
You're the co-frontman, the vocal guy, guitar. You like bow ties.
I wear a bow tie on stage.
Most frivolous purchase.
Yeah.
A $1,700 TV.
That's right.
Just wanted to flex on them.
Extra.
I didn't. I'm not saying it over the air.
I'm flexing for you.
Yeah. Was it a dumb purchase? Yes. It doesn't get used every day. Yes. So was it dumb? No.
No. All right. So greatest weakness: sour candy.
Love it.
That's true.
Love it.
We can't be
I want to go on the
sorry.
air and say that Sour Patch Kids is a very mediocre sour candy. People need to move on and start elevating.
All right.
No,
You're gonna
it
hurt
is
some
for
feelings right now.
Sorry.
The
this-
callers, the lines are blowing up.
Just please note that my views don't reflect the rest of the listeners. This is just my opinion.
What do you elevate to?
Yeah, what's the
Oh,
best?
wow.
Sour Punch straws are obviously just one better option. That's
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go on, but
We'd
SPSs
be here all
can't
day.
go
Have
wrong.
you had raspberry puckers from Sweden? They're really good. They're super sour.
I like to buy American. I'll have to
That's
try
fair
those.
Yeah.
All right. So you have or you haven't seen The Godfather?
I have not.
All right. So I'm the same too. Is there anybody else?
I
seen it?
haven't seen it.
Seen it.
I mean, is it really worth? What?
Word.
Why is this in here?
I'm sure it's good.
What was the idea with this? You're just like
Just some
random
fun
facts about
me. I
ourselves.
haven't seen it. It's true. I'm just being honest.
All right, your favorite race, the human race. I love it.
I do not discriminate. Except to fish.
Les, you're up next.
Oh, man.
All
I
right,
don't even know what's in there.
beard, solid.
Connor wrote all these.
He probably doesn't know what they are.
Spunk, got a lot of it. So we're still truthful right now? Okay.
He's a spunky guy.
All right, so we both wanted to know waterboarded once? Question mark?
No,
okay,
I watched the video on YouTube of it. It's really funny, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was Chinese water torture, which actually doesn't seem that bad, but it's probably way worse.
The reason it happened is because we were having a conversation and Les said something about like, waterboarding doesn't seem that bad. And we're like, okay, would you want to try it? He's like, yeah, well, how bad could it be?
So we had to film it. We got his consent multiple
Not on
times.
camera.
On
Instagram
camera.
took it down.
Yeah, it still got banned on Instagram. Whatever.
Instagram is, yeah, you can't put anything on Instagram.
Sure.
So I can concur with this next one. Adorable,
This is
huggable, absolutely,
He's huggable.
For sure.
and lovable. Just look at the guy. All right, so next we have Jake, the guitarist. 6'2". Yeah. Taller than Connor. Absolutely.
We check periodically.
just to make sure.
Favorite triangle-shaped food. What? like the only triangle-shaped food, really.
Sometimes the
Pizza.
obvious answer is the best answer.
Doritos. Ah.
You can also cut a sandwich to
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
it
Pizza,
triangle.
sandwich halves. That's true.
All right, I was wrong, guys.
Pizza too
Way
small.
more triangle shaped foods than Doritos.
Technically, pizza's circle-shaped food, but well, I'm not gonna get
Ooh.
into semantics.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe it should say pizza slice.
Stirring some controversy.
Sorry, guys.
Alright,
I won't
so,
get political.
pets, 2 cats, Spaghetti and Pip.
That's
I
true.
love cats.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. They rule. All right. Fun fact: left-handed. Ooh. Plays right-handed guitar. Yeah, I noticed. I'm reading that. And
It is true. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. When I first started playing guitar, I reached for a left-handed model because naturally that's what I thought would work. But
Okay.
I was playing on it. I'm like, I know I suck. I know I'm just starting out, age 13, but this feels off.
Yeah.
Can I try one of the right-handed models? And then got it off the wall, sat down with it. I'm like, yeah, this feels a lot more natural.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm the same when it comes to like baseball. Like, I bat left-handed for whatever reason. It's weird.
Yeah, bat left-handed, golf left-handed, but for some reason guitar just.
Wow.
I actually played
You
piano.
are an anomaly, Jason.
All right, so George, finally,
What's up?
the bassist. Long, flowing hair like a lion's mane. I wish we had like
What's
some
the
sound
after
effects.
that? Does it say yes?
What was that?
What does it say after that?
It's hair, colon,
Oh, okay.
long and full.
Hair.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Preferred beer temperature, ice cold.
No.
Okay. Number of shirt buttons unbuttoned, 3.
Wait, let's
Not
count.
today.
We have to. Okay.
Two.
Oh.
I mean,
said
can
PG.
we?
Two.
Should
You
we?
have to classify PG. The press.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite movie, not Joe Dirt, but The Dirt.
You ever seen that?
No.
Alright, you
What
should.
is it?
It's not actually my favorite movie.
Okay.
It's just they make fun of me for liking 80s hair metal. It's the Motley Crue biography, basically.
Ah,
It's good.
okay.
Machine Gun Kelly's in it.
The only reason
amazing.
George ever picked up an instrument was because he read the Motley Crue book that the movie's based on. And he was like, I want to do that. Oh yeah.
So is that on Netflix or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only
I
strictly
think I've
Netflix.
seen that, or
Netflix
I've seen
original.
like the advertisements or whatever. Believes rock and roll stardom will be exactly as portrayed in The Dirt.
Just watch it.
We will not
You'll
go
see.
into any
You'll
other
know what
details.
It's rated R.
All right.
That's
So
pretty much what our out of town shows are like.
Yeah.
Trash in hotel rooms.
Getting arrested.
Meet Ozzy Osbourne is there.
Ozzy Osbourne's at our show.
All the time. It's
is he biting the heads off bats?
Karen.
All right.
So we have one final question, and then if you guys want to play another song after, you can. But do you have an end goal? If so, what is it?
I don't want a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all.
We would like to make enough money doing the band thing that we don't have to work day jobs.
Don't let our employers hear this.
Music full time.
I'll
That's
tell
it.
them.
I tell the clients that.
Yeah.
I don't care about this at all, just so you know.
Do any of you like work at the same place?
No.
No. Oh, that's so sad.
It's normal.
We could all work in the same office and just be pulling pranks.
What's that show with the 3 guys and their
Workaholics.
workaholics? That's my guy.
It was
All
either
right.
that or the Three Stooges. We had a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
I went for it.
So a couple of you have graduated from UNO. Final question.
I dropped out.
Yeah.
I almost got kicked out of the dorms. I don't even know if I can be here.
Yeah,
Ooh.
George.
Don't say that on the air.
I can be here. I think Jordan snitched me out now that I think about
I
it.
think.
We used to live in the same
We
Mab
should
C.
not.
Yeah, we did. Actually, that is interesting. So when we met on Craigslist,
Mhm.
Connor and I actually lived in the same Maverick Village
Mhm.
on campus. So we met
Just
on
a couple
Craigslist, but we were like
buildings
2
away.
buildings away. We never had met prior. And we found out like a year or 2 later, George
Lived directly above
lived
him.
like directly above me in the dorm, but we never met. but he reached out to us a couple times on Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you want a bassist? And then we're like, yeah, maybe. And then 18 months later.
Yeah, they didn't
Roll.
respond for a while. It's been a bum.
It's a small world, I guess.
So, were any of you guys journalism majors or music majors?
I had a journalism minor.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that I graduated with that.
Hmm.
Yes. I had classes in here.
So
there.
then, what were your majors and minors?
My major was graphic design and I had
Okay.
journalism minor. It's more media communication. I didn't take like a ton of strictly journalism classes.
Yep. All right. Anybody else?
What's your major?
He's a music engineering student at Iowa Western Community College.
Right now?
Yeah.
Hey.
Two credits left.
Get her done.
Home stretch.
Yeah, he's gonna take.
I
Trade
graduated,
places with me.
I graduated from the College of Journalism
Hey.
at University of Nebraska-Lincoln. My major was advertising and public relations.
This is a UNL only show.
I know. Hey, we're all family. It's all good.
It's all Nebraska.
We are. We
Yeah.
are.
We're good.
I mean, we got Iowa over here, but whatever.
We don't like to talk about it.
He lives in Omaha,
Well,
so it's okay.
Jordan and George grew up in Iowa. Les and I were both.
You were born in Iowa, so,
So
don't
we're- we
start.
got-
We don't need to steer down that path.
Nah, it's all love here. You guys want to, sorry, play another song for us?
What can we play?
We're
try
trying
to
to
do
We
luck.
can try.
Do stomp clap.
Hold up. Let me find a synth.
You don't want to clap?
No.
That's our hit, bro. They requested it.
You got it.
Let's do that.
We'll do something else. Let's play the entirety of Get Around.
We do Pretty in the Sun.
Okay.
Would that work?
Yeah.
Another song not on the album.
There's a theme here.
Yeah. I had
She said, write a song for me. How hard could it be? It's all just chords and harmonies. Said to
Thank you guys
Yeah.
so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank
like
you.
the first half. And I was like, wow, I'll just
I
hang
saw you
back on
blinking
this
over there.
one.
But
I didn't
yeah.
really do anything either.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on mavradio.fm.
It's been great having you.
Yeah. Anything you guys wanted to say to go out with?
Album's out next Friday. Album is out next Friday.
June 28th.
There's
The waiting room.
3 songs out currently on Spotify. There'll be 9 more out on June 28th. June 28th, we're playing at the Waiting Room with Garst and State Disco, 2 cool Omaha bands, and it's gonna be insane.
You guys know if tickets are sold out yet?
I think they're about
Not
there.
sold out, Bible.
Yeah, they might be sold out, so hurry up and buy them.
Yes, buy.
Really
I think
fast.
there's only one left. You get on there and you can get it now.
All right. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having
We're
me.
gonna try to get some of these tracks in rotation here, but until then, you guys are gonna be listening to some Dean Lewis on MavRadio.fm, the Power Word.
This has been a MavRadio.fm podcast from the School of Communication at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. We know you have a million choices for content, so thank you for choosing us. Until next time, power with us, MavRadio.fm.